Hello. Let's see what's here. I heard Ernie. So I'll say I was live a half hour ago, so I thought I better hurry up and get over here. I want to make a liar out of him. Let's see. Innocent. Justin, welcome. Eve, hello. Twister. Excuse me. A lot of people live tonight. I didn't realize that till I decided I wanted to do this. Because I got another one tomorrow. But welcome, Twister. I haven't seen you before. I don't know why it's not showing comments on the stage. Huh. Hopefully you can hear me. These days, who knows? Anybody here? Raise your hands. Put a squirrel in the chat. I need to make some emojis or something. I need an intro, an outro, a backdrop. I need some AI music. Oh, good. You can hear me. Hello, Twister. Hello, Eve. Yeah, I need to jazz up my channel. So, as far as me leaving, I was been thinking about it for a couple weeks now. Hey, Cappy. How you doing, Granny? Love your ball. It's been rough. And yesterday in a chat, I just saw the most vile comments. Why does everybody come up with these sexual comments and insults a certain group? Hey, rumor. That's their go-to. It's like they're obsessed with it. I don't get it. But anyway, what I saw was beyond anything I've ever seen before. I don't know who thinks up that stuff, but it was pretty hard to take. Hey, Annabelle. So I thought, screw it. And then I thought, well, yep, because as somebody in Ernie said, I'm a tragedy pimp, so I stayed for the money. Yep, $223. You betcha. I'm gonna stick around for that because I'm a tragedy pimp. Whatever. The lovely Annabelle. So, actually, I appreciate all the comments and all the support. And the one nasty comment, telling me to hurry and go. I'm gonna fib. Hi, Bellanova. Hey, Pommy Mom. Yeah, telling me to bye, bitch, or whatever. Okay, so yeah, back at ya. Anyway, so in 2 weeks, I'm flying off on that private jet to Massachusetts for 8 days of fun and sun and sewing and museums and antiquing, and hopefully will clear my head. Please pray for me that I do not check into YouTube during that time. And hopefully at the end of that, I'll have a little more focus. Actually, someone did, hey, that girl, call in, or someone messaged me with something today. And I think we're going to dig in. So I do have a couple of projects, and it's something that's I'm kind of jazzed about. So hopefully maybe that'll put some life in me again, because I am 80. So people are like, Ernie's live. He's talking about you. And I'm like, what could he possibly have to say? Summer Wells put me on the map. Ernie, Summer Wells put you on the map. Let's face it. Seriously, Ernie, admit it. You're a tragedy pimp. Summer Wells 100% put you on the map. I'm a tragedy pimp by somebody that has 6 Cash App and PayPal addresses all over their screen. Okay. Whatever. You say so. Ern just said you quit YouTube. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, he did say that. And then he said, oh, I went live just because he. Hey, Annie Pats. I went live just because he went live and he'd already scheduled it. Well, I don't think we have the same audience, actually. I'm pretty sure we don't. So I don't know what he's worried about. And then I heard him say that I called. He's like overdosed on morphine or something over there because he's saying that it was hard to follow what he's saying, but Clark County sheriffs were really interested in him and his YouTube channel and already knew all about him because I had called them. What the fuck is he even talking about? You know what? I don't do that. You do that. That's you and your gang that call and go real life. Why would I call the Clark County sheriff? Seriously. And tell them about your YouTube channel. Come on, Ernie. We all know that's bullshit. And then his people over there, oh, she's a stalker. I'm like, he's making shit up, people. Seriously? There are people that honestly believe him, I think. I really think they do. Let's see some receipts. Because, if they were asking about his YouTube channel, we'd have it live, right? Okay, so, yeah, he is making up crap. I don't get, but why me? I heard my name like 15 times already, and I don't even have anything to do with that, so I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, and his sisters, yeah, I quit because his sisters told me to. All right, Ernie, whatever. The Tiger Sister Wives. Please take, we're going to talk about, hey, Night Owl, welcome. Summer's picture off the screen. Summer's picture isn't on my screen, and there's just me up there. My picture's on there. Now we're going to be talking about summer. Okay, so I got a few people in here. I got a lot of competition tonight, so let me figure out how to do this. I put my banner up. You guys know okay. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, she is in my thumbnail. Yeah. She's gonna stay there. This is about summer, so. But this all started with someone sending me a suggestion, which I get dozens of every day by various forms of social media. And, even if my knee-jerk reaction is, no way, I still look into everything. I do consider everything. I appreciate all the information I get. And I don't know if I'm on all chat, private chat, studio chat. Who's chatting in the studio? Okay, anyway, ignore me. Okay, yep. So, where's my little pen? I got to fiddle with something with my... Okay. Okay, so, actually, I just did a little Googling, and I'm like, oh my God, this might be on something. So then I started looking around and kind of lining it up with other things that we do know, and I think it's a pretty plausible theory. It's one that came out pretty close, 3 months after Summer went missing. I mean, is that true? Have we really? Were we told what happened right at the beginning? Okay, so let's go over the timeline a little bit first here. So I'm going to just go to the part that the swimming onward. Okay, so we know that the swimming happened at 3 what is it, 319, 316? I forget the exact time. I'm sorry. God forgive me. Anyway, no, 12. Sorry, 12. Okay. So then they went to a couple of stores. They went back to Walgreens and got the prescriptions. The thing about the swimming hole is that is the one place that Candace ever really showed emotion at. Remember when she did the interview with Chris McDonough and she cried? He had to stop the interview. She kind of broke up. You could tell that she was feeling some emotion there for some reason. And I've never seen her any other time. That's the place where she broke down. So that means something in my opinion. Night Owl, they just do that. They do the same with Rose, with Rose Bly, and they know she's dead. I have no idea. Okay, so then the timeline for something to happen to Summer is so very tight. So tight. So they were at Sonic at 2 for buy one, get one, and got slushies. That's confirmed. I think 5 people have gone there. One I sent there. I asked about food. He said no, they did not get any food, but he did remember. He natural wonders. He did remember Summer and remembered her giggling. Okay, so we have her at 2:00 giggling. So then they got the slushes. They drank them on the way to Priceless. So were they in Priceless about till 2:30? 2:35, somewhere around there. But they're missing, right? They don't know she's dead. Well, they've been told that Rose is dead and by people that were there, so I think they're pretty sure. Hey, JW. We're at the swimming hole. People were Grandis in the truck, Summer none in the water. How was Hunter drinking hard tea, and where was Summer alone in the water? Well, we're gonna back up to this. Just let me set the timeline here. Okay, so she was okay at Sonic. Priceless. She was in the car with Hunter while they were shopping, and then that took until, I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour at the most. Okay, then they dropped Hunter off at around 2:50, as near as I can figure. Okay, now they're coming home. They take that milk jug video at 3:09. They are 10 minutes from home at that point. So 3:09, so they get home at 3:19, right? They also take the picture, and we're going to go into that. The picture is different from the video. The picture, they're actually stopped in the road with the topper up and the tailgate down. Now, what would be the reason for that? Just remember that. So, I mean, something happened between Sonic at 2 where she's giggling and in 3:09 where she's unconscious and possibly dying. She certainly looks like it. She certainly looks like she's not doing well there. And it took me a while to come to that conclusion, but I do believe that she does look bad there. So, who was with her that whole entire time? Hey, Pommy Mom. That's a cute little pom. Candace, Candy, and Hunter. Hunter, I'm sorry, but there's no way that Hunter doesn't know something. There just isn't. There just isn't. There's no possible way. There's no possible way. They drop him off, and 20 minutes later, she's unconscious and turning colors and dying. I'm sorry. Hey, Wisconsin Mama. Okay, so someone sent me this tip and said, what if summer hit her head? Let's see if I can find what I need to do here. I know this is kind of dysfunctional. Hey, Renee Marie. Hi. Okay, let's see. You know how I am, so. Where is my gallery? That's not what I want. Google. Oh, crap. Wait, Google Pictures. Yeah, I'm just mumbling to myself. Okay, so, hi, Karma Queen. Oh, cool cats, Kev. Okay, she could have drowned, but just listen to what I'm going to say here. And just, oh, yeah, Candace did leave Don. Yeah, we can talk about that, too. She did leave Don. And that's kind of part of what fits into this theory, okay? So somebody said, what if she hit her head at the swimming hole, right? So there was talk of rocks. Didn't Hunter say something about a rock? Because Candace said there's no rocks here, but there is at least one rock there. Okay, so forget all the outside things that you're thinking, all the theories, all the child trafficking, all that, and just like go with it. Go with it here. Just listen to what I'm saying. Karma Queen, did I say hi to you? I'm sorry. Oh, Annabelle. How lovely. Where was I? You guys are distracting me. You're naughty. Okay, so Hunter allegedly, and this was talk of this, but I do not have screenshot, I don't believe. But in Facebook, there was a lot of things on Facebook, a flurry of postings on Facebook in different groups. And under Don's and everything, and everybody was really active on there, Leslie and everybody. So Hunter posted allegedly that he was told to lie to Chris McDonough about Summer going underwater, and then he deleted it. Hey, Dodie, are you here? I didn't see you. Oh, hi, Dodie. So why? If you're thinking, who told him to lie to Chris McDonough? I think pretty much everybody thinks he did, but who told him to lie? And why did he put that up on Facebook? And then why did he take it down? Who told him to take it down? Was that Candace that told him to do that? How does that fit in? So we got Hunter saying he lied, something happening at the swimming hole. So somebody said, what if she hit her head? Okay, so she was okay at 2:00. Getting the slush. So I thought, what if she did hit her head? What if she did have a closed head injury? Something like Natasha Richardson, where she fell skiing and hit her head on a rock and she thought she was okay. And then she died hours later. So I did a little research into cold drinks and their effect on a closed head injury. And it said not only cold drinks, but sugary drinks on a closed head injury can cause vomiting, confusion, loss of consciousness, and death. So is that what happened? Did she have some type of closed head injury? Was she giggling at Sonic and then, the slushy exacerbated her injury? And then, so she was probably in trouble before they dropped Hunter off, right? Is that why they wouldn't let anybody go near in the truck? I don't know. There's so many varying stories to put this together. Brandy's saying Summer wasn't feeling well. Grandis, oh, yeah. Okay, so hey, Charlie K, how are you? Okay, so now we're going to go to Ziggy Valero. I'm going to play the infamous Ziggy Valero conversation with Critical K. Okay, this first came up in her Discord, private Discord group. And I was in another Discord and someone posted it in there and we all listened to it. And I thought, immediately that day that it was posted. And I thought, well, shit, this is something that the cops need to know. So I didn't know how to get a hold of the FBI, but I knew that when Summer went missing, the FBI agent from Tennessee went up and worked with an FBI agent and Rose's detective up in Wisconsin. So I sent him an email, Rose's detective, and had him tell the FBI in Tennessee to listen to this. So that's where this comes in. Yeah, God forbid, here I am calling in a tip, inserting myself in a case. But anyway, so I said, hurry up because it's probably going to be deleted fairly quickly. I was told that the link would only be up for like 12 or 24 hours. Hey, Wendy. PG shows her face on this? What? No, this isn't PG. Okay, so then I got a email from the FBI, which was kind of freaky. It's not every day I get an email from the FBI. Whenever I'm like to my girlfriend, is this like legit? Like, should I open this or what the hell's going on? It was a little nerve wracking. So anyway, he had me call him, and we had several email and phone conversations where he got some more information. So I'm going to throw somebody under the bus that loves to talk about me every day. The Discord I was in was Brooks, Crime Lines and Lies. And he wanted the girl and the FBI agent, Agent Durant, wanted the girl in the Discord that was from the UK that posted that. He wanted her to email him or call him. And Brooks stepped in and stopped that. You heard it here. She did. Why she wanted to interfere in Summer's case and stop information from getting to the FBI, I have no idea, but she did. And she can say whatever she wants about me. She's made up enough lies about me. Hey, Charlie K. Yeah, everybody is very nice in here. That's one of the requirements of my chat. We don't talk shit about people. If we can help it, unless I want to once in a while. Okay, so she told the girls in there that there was no FBI agent, that I was hacking into people's phones and their emails and pretending that there was an FBI agent or whatever. I don't know why she did that, but anyway. So I gave him Critical K, his name and address and phone number so he could contact her, and I gave him all the information I had. And then they contacted her and she gave them Ziggy Valero's information, and they did go to Ziggy Valero's and interview her and take her notes. So let's hear what Ziggy Valero had to say. I gone over, she had 4 different interviews on Kay's Patreon, and I've gone over them all before, but let's go over what she had to say and see how that fits in with this theory, okay? The sugary drink. Okay. All right. So you ready? Let's see how this fits in with this theory of the closed head injury and everything and what she is saying. Was this true? I know everybody ripped it apart. Was that really Candy that she was talking to? You know, did this line up with anything? What happened? The timelines. Her story did change a little from one telling to another. I can't remember at first. I think she said Candy was not at the horse pond, but she had to have been because they didn't have time to bring her home. So I know she was there. Whether she got out of the vehicle, I do not know, but she was there. She had to have been. And so let's listen. Let's listen to this.
Okay. So thank you for joining me. First of all, you're want to be completely anonymous. We're not using any names here. I don't know who you are. You called me from a unknown number. So I don't.
Okay, so this is Critical K on Patreon. She did have a YouTube channel, but it was, what do you call it? Deleted. She lost it. Hey, Prismo. Candy probably stayed in the car. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, Charlie. I don't see her. And she wasn't in the video down there. So I don't know. I would think that she stayed in the car too. But, so she might not know at this point in this telling if Summer hit her head or not, right? If she wasn't down there, I don't know. Okay, so we'll just, and this is Ziggy Valero. This is someone who, while Candy left, remember after the boys were taken, and I want to point out once again for the 5,000th time, Candy did not leave the day after Summer went missing. She was there for almost 6 weeks. She left after the boys were taken. So this is someone that contacted her for information after Summer went missing and talked to her while she was at her sister's by, I can't remember if she said she did FaceTime, but she didn't know how to record it because she didn't have the text or anything. She just wrote notes of it. So she just quickly wrote whatever she could remember when they were done. And so it's just, you've probably seen her around. She's been on PGs, I think, or Daisies. I don't know. Hey, Pam O'Connor. Okay, so anyway, that's the background. That's who's talking. She contacted Kay for some odd reason. I have no idea why. And especially since Kay didn't have a YouTube channel or I think her
Don't know
Facebook
who you
was
are.
gone
You're a
too,
complete stranger to me.
which was really weird. How did she find her on Patreon? But anyway, here we go.
However, you have been talking to Grandma Candace for quite some time now. Yes. Okay, and you gained her trust, right?
Hey, Grace, welcome.
Yes. And this past Wednesday night, she said to you, I should have said something when it happened. And she told you she wanted to get something off her chest, right? Yes. We FaceTimed that night. You FaceTimed that night. And she blocked you sometime after the FaceTime, right? Yes. Sometime between 10:30, we talked at 10:39, sometime between 10 and 12 o'clock. I got ready to tell her good night. I was blocked. Okay. So walk me through what she told you, and then we'll sort of backtrack and we'll go into some of the things that she said prior to Wednesday night's confession. She told you how the day. So walk me through it. How did the day begin? What did she say? She said that she had an appointment at the doctor's office, which is over by the hospital or in the hospital. She went over there that morning. Candace was taking her. Candace and Summer was going to take her to the hospital for a doctor's appointment that morning. Mm-hmm. Well, that was over there. She went in. Her mom, Candace walked in with her mom to the hospital. Okay, then, of course, she had to wait. So Candace went back out. Her mom was assuming she was in the truck in the parking lot. But Hunter called her while she was sitting in the parking lot and asked her what she was doing. Hunter didn't know she was in town. So she told Hunter where she was at. Well, since it was taking so long for Grandma to be at the doctor's, Hunter wanted to go with her and asked her she would come pick you up. Well, they went and picked her up. I picked Hunter up. I'm a little bit nervous, but we picked Hunter up and back to the hospital. At that time, Grandma was done because Grandma called and told her that she was done, so they went and picked up Grandma. Well, Grandma had to get some medicine, so They dropped the medicine off her, the prescription off, and it was going to take a while. So it was hot out. So when Candace said, well, I'll just take her down there and let her swim for a little bit until the medicine's done. And that lake or wherever they went swimming, it's a pond or swimming hole. Mm-hmm. Okay. After that, she swam and I asked her, I said, well, did Summer ever hear anything on these rocks? I said, I heard people saying that. She said, no, Summer did not hit her head at all. I said, oh, okay. So she said, after they swam and everything.
Okay, so she does say that she didn't hit her head on rocks. However, if Candy was not out of the truck, I mean, she could have hit her head on something and Candy wouldn't necessarily have known. I mean, you just shake it off. It doesn't have to be a devastating injury. I mean, Natasha Richardson thought she was fine, right? Plus, you're a little kid, you're playing in the water. You don't want to get out, regardless of what's going on, right? Or what you feel. She looked pretty happy in there, but we don't know what happened after that. Hey, hair curlers in crime. Did I miss anybody? No. Yep. Renee Marie, and yeah, that is a good point. She said she wasn't sure. She thought it was the horse pond. The thing is, I don't think they usually went there. They usually went to Holston Dam or, the other part of that. Warriors, there's a swimming pool and stuff. I don't know. I know she said that she went there because of COVID and it was less crowded, but I'm not sure they went there all that often. And Candy might not have known what that particular little spot was called, right? I mean, technically, we're just calling it the horse pond or, right? Whatever. I'm not sure it technically has a name. So, but Candy's, that interview did cause the breakup between Candy and Candace big time because Candy screwed up more than one time in that. Okay, so did I miss anything? Grandis author threw a nap. I have been there. I don't think she hit her head. Hi, Jeff. I don't know. I wish Kirst was here. She said she has a picture of the rock. I don't know. Or did I don't know. Just listen. Just follow along with us a minute. Give me the benefit of the doubt. Oh,
she said they got back in the truck.
They 100% lie a lot, Charlie K. There is no doubt about that. Yeah, and said we woke up. That was interesting too. Yeah. Yep, it could be. Could she have fallen on the shore? Oh, Twister, that's interesting. Do you have it up online? Well, the scream was a little later. Hey, act right, bitches. If they were telling the truth, how could anyone mess up the story? Exactly. Yeah. Oh, Rain Dancer, hi. Yeah, exactly. She did. She messed up and added some things that were not in the original story. Yeah, that's where Candace left to stay with Kathy and left Candy there to pay the bills. And then Candy got sick of it and just said she dumped out a bunch of bags of dog food and met Candace at a gas station, gave her the keys, and then she left town. So with her camper. So, well, we'll get to that. Let's keep going.
Candace found her and summer was cold, so she put on that outfit that she had in the truck for her. All right. Summer said she was not feeling good. So she read over there was a bottle of orange pop or something in the truck. Summer until I took her to drink. Grandma, yeah, there's it.
Oh, good. Thanks. Hair Curlers in Crime. This is Critical K, who has had a YouTube channel. I think it got deleted though. I think her Facebook got banned too, but she has a Patreon, and I think she has another Facebook now. And Ziggy Valero, who's a person that her dog's name is Ziggy. She is a person that befriended. You probably seen her around. She's on Facebook a lot, and she's on YouTube too. She befriended Candy when she was at her sister's, and texted her trying to get information out of her, kind of like Emma from CSI. And that's who she's telling what she was told. Graham, I believe, told the truth. She was asleep. I don't know if they were not. I don't think they were passed out. Wait till we get to this.
Summer, don't drink that. That's been in there for a while. Well, we should put it back down. Okay. Grandma gave her a little bottle of water, one of mini water. She said,
I think this is kind of interesting because why put if the orange pop was some substance that she shouldn't have been drinking or something, why include this in her story at all? I don't get it. And this is supposedly her unburdening herself to her friend, right? Why tell the orange pop if there was something fishy about it? It seems like she would have said that. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, and Summer kept saying she did not feel good, and she fell asleep. The milk was sitting there, and I guess she just fell over on the milk, Grandma said. Uh-huh. And then they took, well, in the meantime, they stopped the store and got cigarettes and whatever they were drinking. Uh-huh. Done that stuff, okay. That's where they got to the pond, the lake. Uh-huh. Then, they got Tanner off. Well, that big lady, I caught her.
Is it just me? But that still shot of the milk jug videos, my eyes go straight. I don't think she did feel good. And it took me a long time to come to that realization. Welcome, Miss Led 222. But yeah, she's alive there. There's no doubt about that, but she looks bad. So that's what brings me back to this story. And maybe this was the truth. Maybe she didn't get out of the car. I mean, there just isn't any time for anybody to kidnap her or a cartel to take her or a sex trafficking ring, in my opinion. I don't see how that could have happened because there's these same 3 or 4 people, on camera at various places. Even if the public has not, I'm going to get myself in trouble here. There are confirmed places that they were at certain times during this time, and and Hunter had to know. If you disagree with me, let me know. But Hunter had to know. Okay, we haven't got to the yeah. Thanks, Innocent, for posting that, and I'll check it out. Oh, Eve drops everybody's link at Trey Bitches. She's awesome. So is Innocent. Actually, all my mods are awesome. The milk jug videos in the back seat. What's odd about the milk jugs are, I think, other than the video of them when they're stopped. Now, Hunter at one time said they put all the groceries in the back, right? So, did they stop and get the milk jugs out and then put them on her? I don't know. There's just so much confusion about the milk. The milk jugs seem to magically move all around in the scenery of their own volition. Hunter had him on his lap in the middle, and Summer was sleeping against the door, but yet somehow Summer ends up in the middle, asleep against the milk. Leslie said, no, Allie said that's how Summer looked when she was in the driveway up against the milk like that. Well, that's not possible if Hunter was in the middle with the milk on him. And what reason did they have to stop in the middle of the road and open up the back of the truck? I just don't understand that part either. Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, I don't know. No, I can't look at it right now, Innocent, because I don't know how to share anything. Orange pop wasn't needed. Right. That's right. So I question, there was an orange pop there. I don't see how that fits into the story. Anyway. Okay.
She said on TV, I heard her say that she went out to the truck and said that she wanted to see Summer. Well, she didn't. According to Grandma, that lady did not come out to that truck.
Hey, Pamela. Yeah, I don't think she ever did. It was 100 that day. It was 80 there, I believe. I know we checked the time then, and I think it was 80 because we were talking about how cold the water was. She was sighted at Sonic, yes. Oh, Rain Dancer. I don't know. I want to know if Tennessee. Okay, so they did not have when JLR got there, but they did have it earlier. And there are other stores, other locations other than that particular one did carry Prairie Farms milk. I know we checked all that out. Math jugs. I don't know. Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, the milk just well, maybe it wasn't that cold. Who knows? No, my grandfather owned a grocery store and the milk was not in a closed case like it is nowadays in places. It was like in an open slot, like where you'd see the cottage cheese and stuff like that. It was down front. So I don't know how their particular thing works there or how cold it would be or anything about that. I agree there's no condensation on it. That is a little hard to explain. However, in every case, there are unexplained things that I don't know. One lady had a blood alcohol content. She was murdered, and they're like, she was totally unaccounted for the whole entire morning. She went to church. She went out to breakfast with her friend, and then came home and was shot at the doorway to her garage. Like there was nowhere where she could have had a drink. So, I mean, I've heard of other things like that too. They kind of nag at you. Just little unexplained things like there's got to be an explanation for it, but what the hell is it? I don't know. But then does it really have anything to do with the case? Do you know what I mean? Like the red truck. I don't think it does. All right, so.
Okay, now they got Tyler off. They went home. I back to where they lived. All right. Then Grandma thinks that Candace talked to Don at that lake. She don't know for sure because she was on the phone taking pictures and her mouth was moving. She don't know if she's talking to Summer or talking to Don. Now she thinks she's talking to Don because when they got home,
Okay, anything that Candy says about Don is like suspect because Candy and Don hated each other, and of course, Candy's going to blame anything. She doesn't have any idea who Candace was talking to. She said she was taking pictures and doing TikTok, and she's not sure she was even talking to anybody. So there's a problem here. Meth milk, that's not meth. That's not meth milk. That's not and Don didn't use meth, so yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. She did say Hunter said she was out there too at the truck door. He said he showed her the vapes there. She came out to talk to Candace. Leslie said she saw her. She said she had pictures of Summer on her phone. Everybody has pictures and information, and you'd think this would have been solved long ago, wouldn't you? I know I hated that. The milk, the milk. Oh yeah, the milk. Hi, Kathy Marsh. Glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, but it's not. I know what meth milk is. But that's you're thinking of Fred, I think. Taking pictures. Grandma told me she didn't know which door Summer went out of. I don't think Summer went out of a door.
She dropped Grandma off.
Because she didn't go out the bottom. No, Coke. No, I don't know of anybody that, everybody that was around them said it was strictly Coke. They were off meth a long time ago. Back in Arkansas. Yeah, I guess he did. Hey, Objection BS. Welcome.
Grandma was in her trailer because, she's tired and her knee was hurting. In her trailer and to lay down. She had just got, Candace did not fix nothing on her leg. She done at the hospital. She just went in and laid down because she was tired. Okay. Candace said that she was going to go meet Don.
Where are we? Who are we listening to? This is Critical K, who had a YouTube channel that was deleted in a Facebook. This is her Patreon interview with Ziggy Valero, who's a lady who befriended Candace after the boys were taken. Candy, excuse me. After the boys were taken, when she was at her sister's, this lady contacted her and corresponded with her, trying to get information from her. So she did FaceTime calls with her and then made notes and wrote down what she said afterwards. And then at one point, Candy saw her writing and blocked her.
Because they was going to see if Summer was to take Summer to the hospital. She bad enough to take Summer to the hospital. When Grandma went and laid down, Candace used her truck, and Summer was still in the truck. Summer did not get out of the truck at the house. So she took off in the truck, and this is around 3:30 or going to Potley. She said she only was +4. She knows around 3:30.
So the timeline's up. It would have been 3:30. Absolutely. Because they were 3:09, 10 minutes from home. Depending on how long they stopped there in the road, this would have been 3:30. So the story lines up with what we know. Is this what happened? Was she sick and unconscious? And did she take off to go take her to Don?
And I got home a little after 3. And Candace had the boys take the milk in the house. All right? There's one little bit of groceries they got. Okay. Candace took that out. Said she was going to go meet John to see if, she was bad enough to take to the hospital. John got approved of everything. Right. Right. She did take it. I just didn't text too. Don's got approved. And if anybody does, Don's got to approve it.
I do believe that.
But, she met I guess she met Don. Well, I was saying she met Don to see if they going to take her to the hospital. Well, that was the last time the grandma seen someone. Was when her daughter left the driveway on her way to meet Don to take Summer to the hospital. Mm-hmm. And what else? So Candace comes back at 5:30. Oh yeah, Candace comes back right. She's at 5:30. She thinks it's around 5:30. She did not. She was still laying down. She did not see Candace get on the truck, so she don't know if Candace and Summer was there or not. She did not see her because when she pulls up, the truck door is facing her daughter's house, so she could not see, if Summer was there or not. Because Summer been too short anyway. Mm-hmm. She did not see them get out of the truck, so she just went on in the house, I guess. She just, her daughter went on in the house. Okay. The next day, she was still laying there. She dozed off, she said. She was still laying there. Okay. The next thing she knows, her daughter's coming at her screaming, I can't find Summer. I can't find Summer.
No, Pam, it is very hard to understand her. I'm sorry. That's all I got to work with. That's not it is. It is a bad recording. And her talking is very hard to understand. Oh, so what was I gonna say? So 5:30. I don't know, it's odd that she's napping and then she gets up and sees Candace get out. Some of this I question. However, the 3:30 part, that could be true. The 5:30, is that the first time or the second time she came back? Because if she went over to Fred's and took the drugs at 4:30, and then she went to that gas station in St. Clair between 5 and 5:30. So I'm thinking 5:30. Boy, okay. Think with me here. So I know PG keeps saying Chad Arnold followed Candace out of the hill. Chad Arnold was still there at almost 7 o'clock. He was there right before the police got there. So talking to the neighbor. So he was still there on Ben Hill. He said, I'm leaving before the cops got here. Was Summer still in the truck? I don't know. Why didn't Candace take her to the hospital? That I don't know either. You guys are supposed to help me figure that out.
Mm-hmm. And Don was not there. No, Don was not there at that time. Don did not come. And she said that her daughter called Don to tell Don that Summer's missing, which you probably already knew it anyway. But anyway, she called Don. They said, call 911 first. She said, well, I'll call Don and see what Don was. I just got to prove it, remember. So, Don said she.
Yes. Moonshine Girl, welcome. I don't know, was Summer still in the truck? She's saying Grandis last time seen Summer. Yes. Was she really at the gas station? Yes, she really was at the gas station. That has been confirmed. Law enforcement's been there more than once, and she is on camera. They've been questioned. She really was there. Don B went to the wrong gas station, though. But yes, she 100% was at. That's one of the confirmed places. Was that gas station? What was she doing there? What was she doing there in the bathroom? Will we ever know? But I do think that, yeah, something happened to Summer right then. I think Hunter knows. And I don't think it was a cartel or anything. Something happened in the truck. What about the short Candace and Chris M? What about that short Candace and Chris M? She trips over her words. Oh. I don't know. Now Fred swears it was 5:30 when Candy. Yeah, whatever. Hey, Becca, welcome. Fred swears. Fred needs to just keep his mouth shut just once. Seriously. Every time he opens his mouth, now he's saying that Rose Bly. I'm going to go over that too. Who did that thing on Rose Bly? Somebody just did, and I'm going to go over that. I can't remember if it was PG or Don. Somebody just did a thing on Rose Bly. Oh, killer looks. Okay, so we're going to get to that. But somebody said, oh, now Fred's saying that that was Rose Meyer. Rose Meyer had never even been on Ben Hill until after Summer went missing. It was there for like 3 days. She hadn't seen Candy in 10 years. Rose Meyer was not hanging around Ben Hill being a prostitute, and she's at least 20 years older than Rose Bly. What is Fred? Is he blind? Is this like the same day that he saw Jody Sue's son in the pool with Summer? What the hell, Fred? We know you're lying. Sorry, Fred. Sorry, but that's bullshit. Fred. So where was he at 5:30? I thought they were home then. Oh my lord. Well, Fred's all over the place. Sorry.
Tell Candace to call 911. She don't know why Don, if he did, call 911. He said he did, but Grandma says she don't know if he did or not. But
you worked at that the St. Clair gas station that she was at? So then you talked to law enforcement. Can you talk about what they said? What you said to them? I thought it was a woman that worked there. So then you knew that. And you knew that she went back to that same gas station a couple weeks later then, right? You know, yeah. She wanted there's some reason in a few years before. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can't figure out what they're thinking because I mean, our minds don't work like theirs, right? I mean, they're, you know, got some wine problems, some drug problems, some alcohol problems, you know, whatever comes with decades of substance abuse. Plus, in Candace's case, some, you know, other difficulties. So who knows how their mind works after all that? I mean, I don't think their logical thought processes would be the same as ours. The fact that they had to, you know, hide the drug at Fred's. Has he ever talked about that, by the way? As long as Fred's, you know, slinging dirt everywhere. Fred, do you want to talk about Don, Candace taking the drugs over and Don taking the rest of them over there that night and then you not giving them back? Do you want to talk about that?
Candace called him 911.
Because I know about that. I don't know. She looked sick, but yeah, where did Don was he missing? Don got the call at work at 5:30. He was at work at 5:30. He said he got the call and his boss and his coworkers were there when he got the call at work at 5:30. And then he threw the stuff in the Subaru. Another thing that PG's twisted narrative is the Starlink in the Subaru. The Starlink didn't work in the Subaru, PG. Just so you know. So maybe you could cut that out of your fairy tales later. Because that didn't have nothing to do with it. It didn't work. So nobody's using it as an excuse. Just wanted you to know that. Anyone believing in monkeys? Fred said, I know. Yeah, the monkey thing was. Yeah, but they don't have, Don had just come back with crack. From Knoxville. He had just made a big crack purchase in Knoxville. I don't know where the meth milk. Yeah, there is meth milk, but hi, Christy Lynn. Yeah, I know, Fred. Well, she was definitely there, Twister, and then she's talked about it to YouTubers, and she said law enforcement was there. Yeah, or how about how Fred was the real drug? Oh no, Fred never dealt drugs, right? Yeah, okay. A lot of the crap that went on around there, I think, was Fred's customers, actually.
And said she was going with God, showed up a little bit after that. And did Grandma Candace elaborate on Summer's symptoms at all? Did she just said she didn't feel good and was sleepy? She said she did not feel good and she was sleepy. She just wanted, and she thought she was sleeping because of, swimming. And she just, when she wanted to sleep, and she was the one who took that picture. Grandma was. Grandma's the one that took the picture. Okay. Yeah, and they just assumed, how you fall asleep and fall over. That's what they thought happened.
Ziggy said that Grandis said Summer. Ziggy said that Grandis said that Summer was not feeling well. Yeah, I know. Well, did she meet up? We don't know if she met up with him or not, though. So that was at 3:30. I don't know. But he must have known before. If Candace took the drugs over to Fred's at 4:30, then Don already knew at that point. And at that point, Summer was already gone. So where they put her body and who put her body there, and what happened after that, at what point did they determine that she was beyond help? I don't know. It's just kind of a sad story all the way around, isn't it? I do think she's propped up there for that picture, though. We don't know what condition she was really in before they did that. Did they get the milk out and prop her up and then take that picture and then start driving and take the video? I don't know. That's an odd thing. Okay, let's go.
And the milk was sitting there. But did Grandma Candace say when Summer was swimming, she seemed fine? She didn't seem sick or anything? Oh no, she didn't seem sick at all. She said she was out there herself, jumping around. She didn't get sick until she got out of the swimming hole and got in the truck? That's when she got swimming. Grandma said, when I got in the truck, Summer was thirsty. She reached over and got that orange pop was sitting in the truck or laying in the truck, whatever. She took a drink of it. Grandma turned around and yelled at her and told her, no.
Okay, so that's making it sound like she got in the truck from swimming and took a drink of that orange, right? So that would have been an hour and a half before Sonic. Well, obviously it wasn't a fast-acting poison or anything. I mean, if an hour and a half elapsed in there and she's still fucking giggling at Sonic, I would have to say the orange, whatever it was not the cause of. And I don't know why that's even in her story. Wouldn't you just love to know what the hell the truth really is? What was really in that orange drink? I know. What was really in that orange drink?
I don't drink that for a couple of days. Okay? I guess someone put the lid on, throw back over there. Grandma gave her one of those mini waters she said to drink. And someone was sick. Summer didn't get sick since she drank the orange pop. And you said that Grandma Candace speculated to you that Don, and I wrote it down because I think it's really significant that Don told her to call 911, and then Don probably told her what they needed to do to cover up whatever happened. Yes,
That I
that's
agree.
what Grandma said. And she said that. I'm not writing down. So let me see what it was.
Okay, wait. Did I see the video? I saw the return of service. Is that what you mean, Pommy Mom, about the blanket and stuff? Yeah. You know, that's a good point too. They took picnic stuff, right? The bag. Was that something they had at the lake? I don't know. I have to laugh at people saying that Summer has lipstick and eyeshadow on in the milk jug video. Like, seriously? They really think Candy and Candace carry makeup around with them? Her face, she's just really pale there, so that makes her lips and her bruised eyes or whatever stand out. They didn't put makeup on her, for crying out loud. The lower of the two milk jugs was sideways. Wouldn't it leak? No, not unless it had been no. It would have been sealed. It would not be leaking unless it had already been opened. Well, the sons have already talked, Charlie. They've said quite a bit. And I don't think they know, honestly, because I don't think they were in the house. So if they got home and Candace took off with Summer and she never got out of the truck, the boys don't know anything. I'm sure they're just as confused as we are. Excuse me. The whole call, Hunter said Don had called the boys at home. Well, yeah, that was a weird thing. Now, Don said it never happened. Did it really happen? And he said it was a guy that had been living on the property for a week. So wouldn't everybody know somebody that was living on the Wells property for a week? Wouldn't we know who that is? Certainly wasn't Andy. They tried to make it sound like it was, I don't know. That's just a weird story too. Yeah, he said touching the little kids, hugging the little kids. I don't know. What little kids? The boys were inside playing video games. What is that just I don't know, that doesn't make sense either. What time was this supposed to have happened? She was at the gas station between 5 and 5:30. I don't think the boys were involved in it, honestly. Yeah, I can't remember what that was. The clothes were, yes, Pam. What do you need? A small piece of clear plastic over the lids. Yeah, but okay, let's assume, just for argument's sake, that is meth milk. That doesn't have anything to do with Summer getting sick. I mean, they did buy milk at the store there. I don't want to say too much here. Somebody stop me. No, hair curlers and crime. You're right. Those clothes were not the oldest boys. I wasn't going to mention that, but you're right. They were not the oldest boys. Just another of the many rumors. Yeah. Well, but Andy's, it's done. was, not that day. That was a couple days later, so that didn't have anything to do with that day. And I think that's a lie too, because I have Androids. When I delete a text, it's gone. It warns you. This is being permanently deleted and cannot be, you cannot read it again. It does not go into trash and need to be emptied. It's deleted off your device. So if she deleted texts, he could not go into trash and see them. I'm sorry, but it's not possible. So, but the it's done, that story was 2 days after Summer disappeared. That wasn't that day. So, I don't know what that had to do with anything. Oh, hey, traders. Hi. Exactly, Pommy Mom. It's the same in a lot of cases, isn't it? Hey, Chica. Hey, no worries. No problem. We're just delving into if this could possibly be. No, I don't believe the it's done message either. No. So you got to think Hunter knows, if Hunter knows, and he had to have known what was going on. What part is he playing in the cover up? Obviously, he's not telling the whole story, or we'd know it by now. He was there. And what I always thought was odd was Hunter said that there wasn't any part of the day that he was told he couldn't talk about. But Allie said there was 2 or 3 hours that she couldn't talk about. Allie wasn't even there. Why could Allie not talk about something? She wasn't even there. She didn't know anything. That never made any sense to me either. Oh, absolutely 100% Hunter knows. I do think that. But will he tell? I mean, he's in a gang. He's not gonna snitch, right? Hi Danny. Did Hunter ever hang out with Candace after Summer went missing? I don't believe so. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. They were going to go to some water park that next weekend. Remember, Allie had to give her permission, but I don't believe they did after that. I don't think they did. That's a good point. Oh, yeah, I'm not gone yet. I explained at the beginning. I think the answers they have. Hi, Blue Blaze. They have talked. They've talked. Like I said, I don't think they know anything. I mean, because nothing's happened. Who knows where Candace, who she really took her to? Did she really take her to Don? Did Don have time? And I still say she's within an hour of the house, no matter what. I told Brian that long ago. Half hour, I think I said. I don't know. Don's missing some time on the back end too. He got the call at work at 5:30, and he took 23 minutes to get home. He said he drove 90 miles an hour. Why did he not get home until 7:09? There were already cops there when he got home. So if he left at 5:30, he should have gotten there before 6. Where's his missing hour? Everybody's missing time. The funny thing is, Candace told, hey, Lisa Klockner. Yeah, Candace told Wisconsin Mama that she remembered every single second of that day. So she should be able to be a little more descriptive of what happened that day if she remembers every single second. I think the TBI, I believe, kept his phone because of the gang activity. and not anything to do with Summer. I mean, they gave Don's and Candace's right back. Yes. The 16th? What? The 17th. Renee Marie. That's on. She showed up the 17th, and that's when she asked Hunter what he had said, and right, yeah, because it was 2 days later, and that's when Hunter said that he saw the "it's done" text on the 17th. He said she laid her phone on the table. She forgot something in her car. She walked back to the car. He picked up the phone, whipped through it, saw the text, said there was 15 of them. Yeah, I don't believe that story at all. Sorry. Then Candace looked up and saw him looking at her phone and ran back, and he threw it down and said he was looking at his phone. How would he get in her phone anyway? Facial recognition, knew her password, had the same fingerprint. I'm just suspicious of that story. I'm sorry. Yep, I'm with you there, Pommy Mom. Oh yeah, I absolutely twist or believe that. I don't think there's anything deliberate that was done. I do think it was an accident. It's the cover up part that's problematic here. Did Allie die? Yeah, she really did die. Candace went to Allie's to ask Hunter what he told the police about. Yeah. That was on the 17th. They talked about that. Okay. Oh, well, thank you, Chick. I really appreciate it. I appreciate anybody that comes in for, where's Bob? Bob usually stops by to say, hey. I hope he's okay. Yeah, Allie passed away. Danny. I got the impression that Jody Sue Brown sent the done text because Andy had said that she had that phone. I think I do remember that. I think I do remember someone saying that Jody Sue used that phone. However, I mean, it doesn't go to trash. I can tell you that. You delete it, it's gone. It's gone. So no matter how you look at it, there's something wrong with that story. I don't know. Yes, Pam, I'm with you there. Something happened. That's why the dogs followed the trail. The dogs didn't follow the trail to Fred's house. There wasn't a trail to Fred's house. That's just another Fred story. That's not true. Yeah, Charlie K. It is. Exactly. That is pretty sus. Yeah. Why would she need to know? She wanted to know that if he stuck to the story, right? That they concocted. So, yeah, something was afoot at Priceless. Something happened there at Priceless before they dropped Hunter off. Is the critical time. So right around 2:30. Right around 2:30, Summer was in trouble. I know, it's kind of sad, isn't it? It's kind of sad. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Yep. It's like, yes. She did say that. You know, money's what's keeping people quiet, but there was a $70,000 reward. People would have talked. You can't tell me Fred Hill wouldn't have sold his own mother for $70,000. I think a lot of those people, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Um, so who had more to gain than 70,000 by staying silent? I don't think a lot of people know. I really don't. Candy, Candace, Don. So people are speculating that, maybe Don, because of this latest incident with Candace, he tried to run her down with a Subaru before. Now, uh, things have escalated. Is he losing it? Is he tired of it? Does he blame Candace? Is that why he's lashing out at her? Is he just sick of it all? I mean, is all this chatter of, oh, we're close and this and that, is it just somehow, getting to him? So now Candace has moved to Georgia and starting a new life with her Cash App up, and Don's on the hill. Stay tuned, I guess. I don't know. Wait, Annabelle? Annabelle? Oh, bless you, hon. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that so much, sweetheart. My mods really are awesome. I can't believe you did that. You didn't have to do that. I am stuck on M. So I guess I'm behind in chat. Imagine that. Wait. I do believe her and her kids heard a scream. And Candace said that she didn't hear the scream because she was in the kitchen doing laundry and fixing Summer a bowl of cereal. How does Candace know? According to this, Candace wasn't even home at 5:30. Did she come home? When was the scream? Somebody refresh that for me. Because if she was at that store at between 5 and 5:30, I don't know how far that is from home. I wasn't really going to go into all that, but okay. Hey, Kay Dan, haven't seen you around in a while. Yeah, we're still. Hey, Chapstick. Glad to see you too, hon. Yeah, he had wasn't there a hit at the end of Fred's driveway? No, it went down the Wells driveway and hit at the road at the bottom of the driveway. And that was it. I am way behind. Annabelle. Thank you, thank you. He tried to run her down more than once. He tried to run her down with Subaru and wrecked it. She hid in the woods. They broke up for a while. Quite a while. She was living with someone else for a while. Don was up there alone. Then she did come back and got together, and yes, there is another incident recently. Yes. No, she's in Georgia, Rain Dancer. Candace? Yeah. Candy, that's a different story. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Bly Hair family lately, I'll tell you. Who got those? Renee Marie got it? I don't see who got it. Twister? Who else? Hey, McBee. Glad to see you. I played someone with McBee in Wordsy last night, just specifically because I thought it might be you and I wanted to play. Yeah, I don't think so, Hummy Mom, because you can see that I still can't figure out who else got the gift certificates. 'Cause I'm slow, I guess. But love you, Annabelle. You know that. Um, between 4:20 and 4:44. I can't. You still hanging out in New Zealand? A scream and a truck door slam. Okay. Someone called in a show. I don't believe that either. There was also the but when would they take Summer? If you think about that, a lot of those theories, you think, yeah, that could be okay, but then if you put it in the timeline, like when would someone have taken her? Because before she even got home, she was already unconscious. So, I mean, and obviously if they were there, I mean, Candace and Candy and Summer were gone all day. So I mean, Marlena wasn't there and her daughter wasn't there. So what do they that doesn't, if it just doesn't fit in with the extremely short amount of time. There's nobody else around there, is what I'm trying to say. As far as somebody hitting her in the road or, the cartel taking her or, it just, it doesn't make sense if you realize that something had to have happened around 2:30. I mean, they're at Priceless. So is the cartel hanging out at Priceless looking for Marlena's daughter? I don't know. Okay, wait. Why can't I see who got why can't I see on my phone who got well, welcome 5 new members. God bless Annabelle for supporting my channel. Between the house and the gas station. Something on the 911 calls, I honestly believe. Oh, thank you, Renee Marie. God bless you. You, Jody, Twister, Wisconsin Mama, and Lisa S. Welcome. I do think one of the boys called 911. Yes, I do. Candace, I don't think Candace called. Don called, we know, right? Because he had to be transferred to a different county. And I think the middle boy called. I think that's why he said mom went for a walk and Summer was 4. But that's just my opinion. Really? Daniel, is that? No, that's not Jimmy Long Schlong. What about him? Yeah, I don't think we'll ever hear the 911 calls. I believe CW told the boys Summer had an accident. I don't know what she told them because what did David Dotson? He took the boys there golfing to get their mind off it, and the only thing that he had said the boys told him was that basement door was locked. Now everybody agrees on that. Don, Candace, the boys, everybody said that bottom door was locked. So Summer did not walk out that bottom door. I really think Ziggy Valero didn't Don blow up and say, your mom just told the whole story or something when he heard this? I don't know. Candy did tell someone that she lied to law enforcement about what happened that day and where she was. So, but they don't have anything to lose by staying quiet, you know? They really don't, except for their conscience, if they have a conscience. Did she go down the driveway, Twister? Because, pulling, I've heard more than one person say they don't think they ever got a good scent item on Summer that day. Because Candace supposedly pulled socks out of the laundry basket. That could have had anybody's scent on it. We don't know. Um, I don't know. And I was also told that the dogs got a lot of false hits that day. So, and I don't know how they knew that. I was just told that. I don't know. We still got a lot of questions here. But if she's unconscious in the truck before they get home, how did she go down the driveway? I know, Charlie. And it's like Sebastian too. It's kind of odd that there's just no trace. No trace. And Sebastian, he didn't live in that little backwoods insular neighborhood over there like the Wells, you know? I mean, everybody around the Wells, they're not going to talk because they're all criminals. Any kind of drug you wanted on that hill, you could get from one neighbor or another. I don't know. Um, well, that bench, I don't know. Dee Dee and Candace put that down there. Oh, well, Pommy Mom, feel free to hit me up. You can find me on Messenger. Deborah knows how to get a hold of me. Okay, so I think we covered it all, unless anybody has anything else to say. So I appreciate you guys coming over here. If you missed the beginning, I did not call the Clark County Sheriff's Office and tell them about Ernie and his YouTube channel. Just want to make that clear. That was Dave. Was that Dave Rader? I don't know. I sent AquaSearch a email about the footprints, the 2 footprints, and because people were saying, "Oh, even Dave Rader said they found footprints." Well, no, they didn't, because Twyla sent me back the email and said that they had heard rumors that there were footprints found, but they did not, and they heard those rumors, but they did not see or know of any footprints. You know, there's stuff going on in that family as whether it relates to the case. I don't believe so. No, and I'm gonna make some notes too. And I heard detective contacted me and wanted me to send him some names. So thank you, Charlie K. I'm glad you're here. I thought Don freaked when he heard Candy talk to Emma. Well, I thought it was Ziggy Valero. What did she say to Emma? She didn't really give unless I'm wrong, which I very well could be. Oh, we're still going. Morrison Cemetery? No, she's not at Morrison Cemetery because that was checked when she went missing. Dogs were there. And Mrs. Chambers said that the neighbor has cameras pointed. That's just a little cemetery. I posted a couple pictures of it on my community wall. There's cameras on it, and law enforcement came and got the cameras and checked them. And there's nobody. Nobody was bringing a body in there in the middle of the night and burying it on top of them before. Somebody said when they dug it, they poured a concrete slab in the hole to hold the vault. I don't know if that's true or not. Chad Arnold, they're saying, was a gravedigger. That's not true. And law enforcement allegedly cleared the Morrison Cemetery rumor 4 years ago. So it's just something for people to hang their hat on, I guess, their theory, because there's zero chance that they're going to exhume that grave. So you can just say that all day long, right? You can even threaten to leave YouTube if they don't go and dig up that grave and then go back on it and say, oh, what the hell, I was just kidding. Oh, hey, Miss Led, thank you. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, she's like to blame things. How is the Don's oldest with Candace? He will be 17, I believe, in December. So he's a little ways behind, yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, he's 16, Pommy, I'm right. Wisconsin, yeah. I don't know. I posted something. Chris, Rose's ex, called me and said it was a rough day. That day, the day she went missing, he said he was having a rough time. And I think you posted something on Facebook, didn't you? You asked me for the poster, but yeah, I didn't see anybody else say anything about it. Oh, Wind and Whims, we don't down here. Everybody knows I would not allow that in here. I got the best chat ever, the best mods. We all get along. Everybody adults in my chat. Okay, Dan, it is solved. And so why the hell isn't anybody arrested? Don't get me going. Don't get me wound up about it. Anyway, I might have to do a recap of Rose too. Oh yeah, because of that. I see Killer Looks and his video about Rose and Fred's nonsense. We might need to go over that again. So thanks everybody for being here. Thanks to my wonderful mods. Just a short little live just to check in with you guys. Miss talking to you. But yeah, it is nice to be in here where people aren't calling me names. Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad she did. Okay, so what day is today? Because I never know. It is what? Tuesday? Okay, so have a good week, everybody. I hope you had a good Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend. Let's see, Memorial Day, yeah. That's how far behind I am. So I don't know if I might push back my PG, my Kathy video one more day. I'm not sure yet. I'll be ready tomorrow, but yeah, have a great week. Thank you, Wendy. I never know. Oh, sure. We had a nice conversation. I don't know if we got anywhere, but anyway. Yeah, Wisconsin Mama. Thank you. Okay, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.